Hi, in this video we will discuss the journal entries as well as a balance sheet when debentures are issued at discount. We will also solve an example sum on the same topic. First, let's look at a few important points. The amount of discount or loss on issue of debentures is to be debited to discount or loss on issue of debentures account. Where the amount is payable in lump sum, the account will be debited in the allotment of debentures journal entry. Where the amount is payable in installments, the account should be debited at the time of making the allotment money due journal entry. The discount or loss on issue of debentures is a capital loss. The discount or loss on issue of debentures is to be written off in the year in which the loss is incurred. That is, in the year in which the debentures have been issued as per Accounting Standard 16 with dealing with borrowing cost. It is to be written off from securities premium reserve if it exists, and thereafter from statement of profit and loss. The journal entry for writing off the discount or loss on issue of debentures is: we need to debit securities premium reserve account, statement of profit and loss, finance cost, to discount on issue of debentures account. Narration: discount on issue of debentures written off. So these points have to be noted when debentures are issued at discount. The following are the journal entries that need to be passed when debentures are issued at discount and the amount is payable in lump sum. On the receipt of application and allotment money, bank account debit to debenture application and allotment account with the amount of the application money received. On the allotment of debentures, debenture application and allotment account debit with the application money received. Discount on issue of debentures account debit with the amount of discount on the issue of debentures, and 2% debentures account with the face value of the debentures which have been allotted. Narration: application and allotment money transferred to percentage debentures account. On the refund of excess debenture application money in the case of rejection where there is oversubscription, the journal entry is debenture application and allotment account debit to bank account for the surplus of application money refunded. The final entry is for writing off the discount on issue of debentures. We will debit securities premium reserve account. We will also debit statement of P&L finance cost to discount on issue of debentures account. For discount on issue of debentures written off. So where there is a balance in securities premium reserve, we will debit securities premium reserve and utilize it for writing off the discount on issue of debentures. And for any balance amount which is still to be written off, we will debit statement of profit and loss, finance cost. So these are the journal entries that need to be passed when debentures are issued at discount and the amount is payable in lump sum. The following are the journal entries that need to be passed when debentures are issued at discount and the amount is payable in installments. On the receipt of application money, bank account debit to debenture application account with the amount of the application money received. On the acceptance of applications, debenture application account debit to percentage debentures account with the application money on the debentures which have been allotted. On making the allotment money due, journal entry is debenture allotment account debit with the amount of allotment money due, discount on issue of debentures account debit with the amount of discount on issue of debentures, and 2% debentures account with the total of allotment money due and the discount. The next entry on adjustment of excess debenture application money, where there is pro rata allotment in the case of oversubscription of debentures, journal entry debenture application account debit to debenture allotment account with the surplus application money that has to be transferred to allotment due to pro rata. On refund of the excess debenture application money, where there is rejection of debentures in the case of oversubscription, journal entry to be passed debenture application account debit to bank account with the application money which has been refunded. The next entry is on the receipt of allotment money, bank account debit to debenture allotment account with the allotment money received. On making the call, the journal entry is debenture call account debit to % debentures account with the amount of the call money due, and on receipt of the call money, bank account debit to debenture call account with the call money received. So we need to name the calls as debenture first call, debenture second call, and so on, with the suffix of final call attached to the last call. The journal entry for writing off the discount on issue of debentures, we need to debit securities premium reserve account to the extent available. The balance of discount has to be written off by debiting statement of profit and loss finance cost, and we will credit the discount on issue of debentures account with the total amount of discount on the issue of debentures. So we've seen the journal entries also for issue of debentures at discount, and the amount is payable in installments. We will continue the video by solving an example sum in the same concept. Example sum. RZ Limited issued 10,000 10% debentures of rupees 50 each at a discount of 4%, the entire amount payable on application. The debentures were fully subscribed and duly allotted. All the money due was received. We are asked to pass the necessary journal entries. Before we begin, we will prepare a few notes. The number of debentures allotted is equal to 10,000 debentures. The face value of each debenture, it's rupees 50. The discount is 4% on the face value, so which is 4% of rupees 50, which in other words is rupees 2. Therefore, the issue price is equal to rupees 50 minus the discount of rupees 2, which is rupees 48. We will go on to pass the journal entries. Solution. In the books of RZ Limited, journal we have date / serial number, particulars, LF, debit rupees, and credit rupees. The first entry is for the debenture application and allotment money received, bank account debit, to debenture application and allotment account. For application and allotment money received. The number of debentures is 10,000 debentures multiplied by the application and allotment money which is received is rupees 48. Comes up to 4,80,000 rupees. The second entry is the allotment of debentures, debenture application and allotment account debit. The amount of the first journal entry, 4,80,000 rupees. Discount on issue of debentures account debit, to 10% debentures account. Against discount on issue of debentures account, you will multiply 10,000 debentures multiplied by rupees 2 is the discount per debenture. So comes up to 20,000 rupees. And against 10% debentures account, 10,000 debentures multiplied by rupees 50 per debenture. Comes up to 5 lakh rupees. 10,000 debentures allotted. Now we have an account called discount on issue of debentures account, and we need to write off this discount on issue of debentures. So the third entry is to write off the discount on issue of debentures of rupees 20,000. There is no balance of securities premium reserve as per the question. So we will write it off from statement of profit and loss, finance cost, to discount on issue of debentures account. The amount of discount written off 20,000 rupees. For discount on issue written off. The entries are over. I will remove the split. We will view the full answer. So that's the example sum on top, followed by a few notes. And these are the 3 journal entries. The first entry is for the receipt of application and allotment money. The second entry is for the allotment of debentures. And the final entry is for the discount on issue of debentures written off. Example sum. EXE Limited issued 20,000 9% debentures of rupees 100 each at a discount of 10% on 1st April 2019, payable rupees 30 on application and the balance on allotment. The debentures are redeemable after 5 years. We are asked to pass the necessary journal entries for the issue of debentures and also for writing off the discount on issue of debentures. We'll begin by making a few notes. The number of debentures allotted is 20,000 debentures. The face value, it's rupees 100. The discount is 10% on the face value, which is 10% on rupees 100 comes up to rupees 10, and therefore the issue price is the face value of rupees 100 minus the discount of rupee 10 equals rupees 90. Now when we write the breakup on a debenture issued at discount, we'll first begin with discount 10 rupees, application, as per the problem it's given as 30, and the total face value should be rupees 100. Hence, the allotment being the balancing figure should be 60 rupees. We'll go ahead with the solution. In the books of EXE Limited, journal, date/serial number, particulars, LF, debit rupees and credit rupees. On 1/4/2019, receipt of application money, bank account debit, to debenture application account for the debenture application money received. Amount is 20,000 debentures multiplied by rupees 30 payable on application comes up to 6 lakh rupees. The next entry is to transfer the debenture application account to debenture account. Debenture application account debit to 9% debentures account for transfer of application money to debentures account. Amount transferred is the amount of the first entry, 6 lakh rupees. Next entry is to make the debenture allotment money due. Debenture allotment account debit. We need to debit the discount on issue of debentures in this entry. Discount on issue of debentures account debit to 9% debentures account for allotment money due. Amount against debenture allotment account is 20,000 debentures multiplied by rupees 60. Amount due on allotment comes up to 12 lakh rupees. Against discount on issue of debentures, 20,000 debentures multiplied by rupees 10 per debenture, 2 lakh rupees. And amount against 9% debentures account is 20,000 debentures multiplied by the total of allotment due plus the discount, which is rupees 70 per debenture, comes up to 14 lakh rupees. The next entry is to receive the allotment money. Bank account debit to debenture allotment account for allotment money received. Amount received is the amount against debenture allotment account in the allotment due entry, 12 lakh rupees. And finally, we need to write off the discount on issue of debentures. There is no balance in the securities premium reserve. Nothing is mentioned in the question. So we need to write it off from statement of profit and loss. Statement of profit and loss, finance cost. 2. Discount on issue of debentures account. For discount on issue of debentures written off. The amount to be written off is the amount which is debited to discount on issue of debentures, rupees 2 lakh. The entries are done. I will remove the split. We can view the full answer. So that's the example sum at the top, followed by a few notes, and then the journal entries. The first screen and the second screen. Let's go ahead and prepare the balance sheet. Balance sheet of EXC Limited as at 31st March 2020. Particulars, note number and a rupee column. We'll complete the note to accounts and come back to the balance sheet. Note to accounts. Particulars and a rupee column. The first note, we have written off discount on issue of debentures amounting to rupees 2 lakh from the statement of profit and loss, finance cost. The statement of profit and loss will come under the head reserves and surplus. So the first note would be reserves and surplus. Statement of profit and loss. The opening balance is nil. And we have written off discount on issue of debentures, less discount on issue of the debentures. Amount written off is rupees 2 lakh, and we will take a minus 2 lakh to the outer column. And the final amount to be shown under reserves and surplus is minus 2 lakh. The second note, long-term borrowings. We have 20,000, 9% debentures of rupees 100 each. Amounts to 20 lakh rupees, and that's the amount which needs to be shown under long-term borrowings in the balance sheet. The third note, cash and cash equivalents. Cash at bank. Amount received from the issue of debentures, 20,000 debentures at the issue price of rupees 90. After deducting the discount, comes up to 18 lakh rupees. And the final amount to be shown against cash and cash equivalents is 18 lakh rupees. Let's go on top and complete the balance sheet. We have Roman number 1, equity and liabilities. One is shareholders' funds. Under that, A is reserves and surplus. Against note 1, it's a negative 2 lakh rupees. Second one is non-current liabilities. A is long-term borrowings. Against note 2, 20 lakh rupees. And the total of the equity and liability part of balance sheet comes up to 18 lakh rupees. Second part, assets. Under that, 1 is current asset. A is cash and cash equivalents. Against note 3, amount received 18 lakh rupees. And the asset side total also comes up to 18 lakh rupees. So we've done the balance sheet. I will remove the split. We will view the balance sheet. So this is the balance sheet. And the note to accounts.